Hello and welcome to another X-Pro tutorial for SolidWorks modeling. In the previous tutorials, we learned how to use sketches. Today, we will see how we can use them for making 3D models. In this tutorial, we will model a simple wall-mounted support. So let's begin by opening a new part. I will be using millimeters for sketching today. Let's start by sketching on the front plane by pressing right-click, then Sketch. Select the center rectangle, starting from the origin, and drag it upwards. The vertical line is 150 millimeters long, and the horizontal 80. We can change these lines to construction geometry and add a vertical center line from the top to the bottom and traffic command and one horizontal. We will now proceed to add 4 circles, placing one in each corner. And let's add a smart dimension. This is 25 millimeters, and I can say that all of these circles are equal. Now let's draw some lines. I'll make it coincident to this horizontal center line, and I'll do the same here. Make this line and circle tangent, the same thing here. Also, let's add some dimensions. This will be 140. To make this happen, simply drag the line backward. Control that. Let's go backward. I'll add a 20-degree angle here, and here too. And we have to say that these two are equal. We have to add a coincidence between the middle of the line and this point here. That will fully define this, and we have to do the same here. Now, I will extend these a bit, and we have to cut off the excess of these lines. So we will use trim for this. Let's use them for trim and just cut them here. We can turn this off and keep trim entities as construction geometry off. And here, I can cut this line also here and there. And we have to mirror these lines here and these lines here. You use your entities that select these lines here near the horizontal center line. And let's say, okay, we do the same for these lines here. So these 3 lines are entities. Mirror the vertical one. We have a fully defined sketch, but the closed contours are still circles. So we have to trim away these circles too. So I'll turn on Keep Construction, keep it at least as construction geometry. After trimming, escaping, and double-clicking the scroll button, I will cut these while keeping the construction geometry to have a fully defined sketch. And you can see that the contour has changed the color inside. And this is what will be extruded. We will do this by using the Extrude Boss option. We will select for direction 1, blind and extruded 5 millimeters. Now that we have created the mounting plates with holes, let's head back to the part. Change the view. We can select a space in front of you. Let's go to the hole research. We can select the hole wizard, drill sizes, and standpoint 2. Here it is. And conditions for all of these have to be unchecked. Let's go to the position tab. This surface here just has over these arcs until we can see the center of the arc. There you go. Just place the holes. Like this. Confirm. Let's save this part by clicking Save. You can select your own location, and I'll call it Support. The next thing that we have to create are these fields. These are 20 millimeters in various fillets. The feature can be found in the Features tab, step under Fillet. And let's type in 20 millimeters. We want it to be symmetric. That's also the edges. This one here, we have these 2 left. Let's confirm the command. Save your current process from time to time just so you don't lose your data. The next thing that we have to create is this cylinder here. Let's sketch the top lane, but I think the sketch, unless you look from above that, is a cylinder. I will make it 50 millimeters in the emitter, and let's see the center of the circle. The origin is vertical. Let's offset this circle inverse, so we'll reverse the direction and say 5 meters. Press OK and to fully define the sketch. We have to add a small dimension from the center to this line here, 70 millimeters. Now we have to assure this. You can see that there are 2 close contours. The first one is this inner circle. It's a slightly darker color. There is a slightly lighter color between these circles. SolidWorks will always automatically select this one. But if you want to change this, you can do it. Let's go to Features, Extrude Boss for this. For direction, we'll set mid-plane and enter 110 millimeters. This means that it will extrude above 55 millimeters and downwards, so symmetrically with the sketch plane. And you can see that it has selected this annular surface. But if I want to change this, I can simply set these contours and then change what I want to shoot against, both of these or just the outer circle, which is what I want. And let's confirm this command. Okay. The next thing we need to do is add the plate that will connect these 2. Let's start drawing the actual sketch on the right plane here. Press right-click and select Sketch. Let's use a corner rectangle. So from here to here, I will see that this point is horizontal to the origin. And here, in the display style, let's change to wireframe. This is because I want to connect this point to this line inside the cylinder. I can change it back to normal. Then, I just have to add a dimension to fully define the sketch. As we can see, from here to here, we have 10 millimeters. Now we can extrude this by going to Features and click Extrude Boss. We have mid-plane still here from the last time we used Extrude Boss and put it 5 millimeters. I'll save it here. Let's add a fillet to these edges here. Here, you can find the fillet feature on the Features tab. Let's say 2 millimeters, symmetric, fillet. And now we can select all these edges. And the service here also automatically picks up all the edges. I just confirmed this command. The last thing we have to do is to add some chamfers under this fillet. Drop-down menu, select chamfer, and we'll put in 0.5 millimeters. Please select the surface located here, which is the bottom of the cylinder. Then, select the edges indicated in this area. As you can see, tangent propagation is checked. To clarify, this means that you need to focus on all the important points related to a particular subject or topic. So that's just like these two. And there you go. Click. Okay, so we have added the fields, we have added the chamfers, and we now have to add material for this part. Right-click, Edit Material. So you can either go through all these materials that you have here. You can see that the part has changed color slightly. This is because every material has a color defined. You can select the color here or from this part here. You can select anything you like, but I'll just add a green color to this part and confirm. Let's press space and go to an isometric view. You can see this part. The next thing we have to do is make a drawing for this part. The way you can do it is under this draw domain. You can select Make Drawing from Part or Assembly. Select this. And automatically SolidWorks asks you which sheet format you want to use. For this tutorial, we will use standard sizes, and let's say a 3. Press OK. This palette automatically opens up with some of the standard views for this part, which you can use to make your choice. Simply select the one you need and drag it into the drawing. Now I need more projections. I will click on this part, and under the drawing step, select Project View. Let's try it to the right to get the right projection, and downwards to get to the top, right-click to confirm the command. I will again open the viewport, and for example, import the current view, the one I have in my 3D model here. And now we can add, I will first say this drawing. It will automatically name it the same way. As you name your model, an exception will have a drawing extension instead of parts for the 3D model that is saved. Let's add some central lines first. You see SolidWorks has added some center marks already, which is something I don't want it to do. You can go to Settings, Document Properties, and Detail. Here, you see, you have an auto insert on your creation. The other uncheck all these because I don't want SolidWorks to add this. I want to do it by myself. Okay, I'll delete these. We will add them by ourselves. First thing I want to add is some central lines. Center lines are located under the Annotation tab. Here we go. Say this is a cylinder. I can just pick on it, and it will automatically ascend the line. And here for this plate, I have to set 2 edges, and SolidWorks will add a center line between them. This is a cylinder, so 1 click. Here also, 2 clicks is between these 2 lines. Now we have to add center marks, which are also located under the annotations. Let's say these are holes, and this is a cylinder here. Now we have to add some dimensions. It is the same as drawing sketches in remodeling. You go to Annotation and select Smart Dimensions. Let's take this view. First, I can add the height of the cylinder. I can add the chamfer. When you activate a smart dimension in SolidWorks drawings, this small half circle appears, and it asks you if you want to place this command to the left and right automatically. It works very well, so I will position it right where it's supposed to be and push off any dimension that is in front of it or after it. If this happens, let me just show you. I'll make this. You see, if I click on this orange mark, it will push off. This is 110 millimeter dimension, and place 0.5 in front of it. I also want to add that this is a 45 degrees. So here, in the dimension text, just add times 45, and here you have a symbol for degree and confirm. Let's continue dimensioning. I have a chamfer on the bottom which is the same, times 45 degrees. If I click on this point here, I will change where these arrows are pointing at. I want them inside of dimension lines. We have a 45-degree chamfer here. Also on this side as well. Let's move this a bit. The height of this plate is 90 millimeters, and the total height of the part is 175. Let's add the dimensions 80 to here is 150. We have angles here. Put 140 here. We have this 20 millimeter fillet, and we have it in 8 places. So 24, 68. So 8 times. Try it a bit outwards. And we have these 4 holes. We can use hole callout to dimension them. Hole callout is also under notations. Simply select one of the edges and confirm this command. As you can see, we have 4 times, 10.2 millimeters in diameter through all. Now let's go to the top. Your total width visit of the part is 105. This plate is 5 thick and this one as well. This cylinder is 75 away from the back of the plate. Then just add the diameters of these 2 cylinders. And we can, for example, click on this view and change it, simply clicking on it. And here in this play style, change to shaded edges. You can see now that it looks the same as in the 3D model. Let's add a small line. Click on these notes and add a bent leader. Okay, if I want to look at the entire drawing, just double-click the scroll on the mouse, or here by zooming to the entire sheet button, and there it is. Let's save it. We're finished. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.